Do I need words? Did I really need words for those first 12 seconds? All I got just... I don't like getting my fingerprints over it before the champs get to hold it, but it's on the line today. Syracuse Scorpions taking on the Wilkes Barre Scranton Bulls. Soldiers Cup Finals today. It's the final game day of the CDL regular season for the pros, for the D-League, the grand ultimate prize. Fictionally, the game's being held in Toronto because, we like to make cool little drawings of where things are going to take place. Yeah, what the Stars are doing there. What the hell, Had to add that kind of little bit of Americana to it. But Toronto's not too far from the border here. You have stars in your logo. Anyways, that's what we're working with, okay? So, got a good view of it or whatever. Anyway, moving on here. Need I say anything else? Soldiers Cup Finals. In our main event, winner takes the trophy. We'll see what happens with that one. But we got some good pro games on tap. It's the last game day of the CDL regular season. We get an Eastern Conference Final rematch from last year. Puerto Rico Players taking on the Philadelphia Demons. Alex Johnson would like some revenge in that one. And, of course, Philadelphia is still in the hunt for the Northeast Division title, which, of course, Hartford can win that title by just beating Carolina. They currently sit 1 point ahead of the Philadelphia Demons. That's how close it is. Gave some false information during the last game day, and I'm sure I already corrected it on the video that you might have seen yesterday. But if not, the Buffalo Warriors can actually move up into the 5th seed. It's not guaranteed that they will play Puerto Rico. They could pass Bradford, or even Bradford, to play against Puerto Rico. And Buffalo, they would be taking on, well, whoever's going to be that number 5 seed between those two would actually end up going on to play either Philly or Hartford, whoever would be the 4 seed and take second in the Northeast Division. So playoff race still very much a jostling race right now. So very interesting. One playoff spot open on each side. The Tampa Bay Gators, they can clinch a playoff spot with a win on home turf against the Gowanda Outlaws. A win can clinch it. For the Indianapolis Reapers, it's the same exact thing. They're home against the Dayton Rebels, try and do the same type of job. The teams trying to take their spots, the Green Bay Dragons, they will be on the road to take on the Denver Mustangs in today's game day. They need any kind of points really to stay alive. But again, it's going to depend on what Tampa Bay does, because if Tampa Bay were to get a tie and Green Bay were to get a win, Green Bay would get in. So right now, those two teams actually tied in the standings. Same number of points for each team. It is that much of a deadlock. They both, I believe it's 84 points right now. They both got 84 points. So whoever leaves the game day with more points gets the 8th and final seed of the playoffs and will play Pittsburgh in the first round. To the Western Conference, New Mexico behind Indianapolis. I believe it's 1 point that they're only behind by. So big game for New Mexico. They're home against San Francisco. That game will not be an easy one to win. In the West, it's kind of difficult because you don't want to take on San Jose in the first round. So does San Francisco really want that 5th seed? But then again, they kind of want to play San Jose in the first round. The thought of, well, maybe if we can beat the Storm, we can beat anybody type of thing. Maybe that's kind of going through their mind. And, plus the rivalry would be awesome to see. But it could be San Diego taking on San Jose when the playoffs start. We know Nashville is pretty much the highest they can get, I think, now is the 6th seed. But we'll see what happens. Let's get a look at the standings. I've been going on for 4.5 minutes, but it is the regular season finale, so please forgive me. Let's get a look at those standings. We'll get you down the field for our first game of this July 22nd game day, the final regular season game day of this Car Demolition League season. Boom, here it is. Now raise your fist, get up on this. It's time to shine, get on your cars, one dream on every team to go get them some crash bowling. From east to west, who do it best? The CDL dog, no contest. Yeah. Boom, here it is. Now raise your fist, get up on this. It's time to shine, get on your grind. You pick your line, it's smashing time. 4 cars, one dream on every team to go get them some crash bowling. From east to west, who do it best? The CDL dog, no contest. Yeah. Welcome, CDL fans, to the last game day of the 2014 regular season.
And before, brought to you by Nike, in my own mind. Not really, not brought to you by Nike.
But we wish we were. So Nike, come on. You know you want in on this shit. I can draw a nice ass logo on this field. Come on, look. Anyways. First game up for grabs here. It's the Nevada Thunder on the road to take on the Dallas Lone Stars. Both teams playing for pride. The last game they will play in 2014. Let's go on ahead and have a look at their lineups. Boom, here it is. Now raise your fist, get up on this. It's time to shine, get on your grind. You pick your line, it's smashing time. 4 cars, one dream on every team to go get them some crash bowling. From east to west, who do it best? The CDL dog, no contest. Yeah. Alright, here we go. Clover and Purple 300 CX gonna start things off. 2 heavyweights going head to head here. And we got a tie game. 5-5 the score. Red Tail now out there against White Indy. And time, no interference, came very close. White Indy has the flip, 10-5 Nevada. Out comes Gray Indy to the Dallas Lone Stars. We'll switch sides here. And White Indy still up, bailing it out with Gray Indy here, and that time there is an interference. So I have to actually get up for that one. Back to their own sides. These cars go. White Indy and Gray Indy going at it again. Yeah. White Indy going for the win. What's up now?
Let's get it.
Both these teams going at it. Close game on hand. Still a 10-5 score. Make it 10-10. Dallas has tied it. Nevada now sending out yellow Ferrari. Is Miku watches on. And I was just kind of wondering about that, who that first draft pick's going to go to. Again, there won't be your Wildcats who traded away their first pick. Both cars are down, but it was an interference. They're back up. Do this again here. Both cars still up. Yellow Spider and Gray Indy having a good battle right now to start this July 22nd game day off. No interference that time. Both cars still up. Back to their own sides, doing it again here, and another interference. Again, both cars still up anyways. These two making this game a good one, and it's going to be 15-10 Nevada. Gray Indy goes down. Now we got McLaren out there trying to force overtime. Almost did it, but both cars down. They'll have to get back up. So as we go ahead again, and McLaren does force overtime this time around. 42 now out there to meet McLaren in OT. Dallas and Nevada in overtime. Good matchup to start things off. And 42 has the game winning put the Nevada Thunder victorious over the Dallas Lone Stars 20-15 in OT. Coming up next, the Cleveland Wolves on the road to take on the St. Louis Twisters. Only on CDL Live. Stay tuned. Welcome back, Toy Car Demo fans, to the CDL Live, last game day of the regular season in effect in full swing. Kat really wants part of the action here today. She knows this is the last time, maybe she does, as it's the last time her Carolina Wildcats will step on the field. They're hoping to play a spoiler for Hartford later on, but nonetheless, we got the Cleveland Wolves on the road to take on the St. Louis Twisters. Both teams playing for pride, their last game of the 2014 season. Let's go on ahead and get a look at their lineups. Cleveland, St. Louis.
Boom, here it is. Now raise your fist, get up on this. It's time to shine, get on your grind. You pick your line, it's smashing time. 4 cars, 1 dream on every team to go get them some crash bowling. From east to west, who do it best? The CDL dog, no contest. Yeah.
Alright, here we go. Surf Crate Custom and Silver Indy gonna start things off. The score right now, 0-0. Still 0-0. Silver Indy and Surf Crate Custom going at it. Yeah, some more. And Silver Indy has the flip. 5-0. St. Louis. Out comes Aqua Ferrari. They'll tie it up at 5. Rowdy now out there. And both Rowdy and Aqua Ferrari are down. We got a 10-10 game. Cleveland sending out stock 34. The Outlaw 1 out there for the St. Louis Twisters. And we are going into overtime. Both cars down. First 2 games of this last game day going into OT. McD Green out there for the Cleveland Wolves and Mini Trek out there for the Twisters in overtime here. And Mini Trek has the game-winning flip. The St. Louis Twisters had the win over the Cleveland Wolves, 20-15, the final in overtime. Coming up next, Lila Giesser's Detroit Devils on the road to take on the Idaho Cowboys. Both teams step on the field for the last time in 2014. See what happens next on CDL Live. Stay tuned. Alright folks, welcome back to CDL Live. Our next game about to begin. The Detroit Devils on the road to take on the Idaho Cowboys. Last game of the season for both these teams. Both of them looking for the win. Let's go on ahead and get a look at the lineup. Devils, Cowboys.
Boom, here it is. Now raise your fist, get up on this. It's time to shine, get on your grind. You pick your line, it's smashing time. 4 cars, 1 dream on every team to go get them some crash bowling. From east to west, who do it best? The CDL dog, no contest. Yeah.
Alright, here we go. Draggy McD out there to take on Blaster. She will start things off. Blaster staying up. Being put on the defensive here, and Blaster does have a flip there. Draggy McD goes down, 5-0 the score. Idaho in the lead. F3 comes out. He goes down. 10-0 Idaho in the lead. Now Black Dragon out there trying to keep Detroit in this game. Don't want to go down in a shutout in the last game day of the season. In your last game of the season. Almost did there, but an interference will save Black Dragon. And Black Dragon will keep the Devils in this game. 10-5 the score. Out comes Red 07. Battling with Black Dragon here. Both cars down. 15-10 the score. Idaho in the lead. Governor looking to put this one away out there against 24, trying to force overtime. We've already had 2 so far. We're 2 for 2 on games going into overtime today. Will that continue? No. Governor getting the game-winning flip. This one ends 15-10 the final. The Idaho Cowboys get the win over the Detroit Devils. Coming up next, the New Jersey Bandits on the road to do battle with the Atlanta Avengers. Only on CDL Live. Stay tuned. Alright, Toy Car Demo fans, welcome back. Next game on tap for you here on this July 22nd game day, the last game day of the Car Demolition League's regular season. 4th game of it here, the New Jersey Bandits on the road to take on Matt Giesser's Atlanta Avengers. Both teams know this is the final game of the year for them. Neither team making the playoffs, even though they did pretty well this season, coming close to making it to the playoffs. That being said, let's get a look at the lineups. Bandits and Avengers over here. Let's get a look at these lines.
Boom, here it is. Now raise your fist, get up on this. It's time to shine, get on your grind. You pick your line, it's smashing time. 4 cars, 1 dream on every team to go get them some crash for win. From east to west, who do it best? The CDL dog, no contest. Yeah.
Alright, here we go. Grasshopper starting things off for New Jersey out there against Black Marinello. And Atlanta can not match models here. That's part of the strategy that it will play to, and it's going to come down to it anyway. Black Marinello goes down, 5-0 Bandits, and out comes Clown for the Atlanta Avengers. Doing battle with Grasshopper here. Both these cars, identical models, going head to head. Good battle on hand so far, and it's going to be Grasshopper getting the flip on Clown. The score now 10-0 New Jersey, and out comes Octanium. And both Octanium and Grasshopper are down, and that one ends quickly. Grasshopper going 2-0-1, and the Bandits have the win 15-5, the final. That was a quick one there. Coming up next, the Seattle Lumberjacks on the road to take on the Houston Oilers. Last game of the season for both of those teams as well. We'll run into that quite a bit today. Seattle, Houston next. Stay tuned. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to CDL Live. Our next game on tap for you. Going to put us a little under a quarter of the way through this game day. The Seattle Lumberjacks on the road to take on the Houston Oilers. Both teams know this is the last game they will have until 2015, so a big one in that sense. But in the end, it is a game for pride, as both teams will not make the playoffs. We have quite a few of these in this game day, but nonetheless, should be a fun one to watch. Lumberjacks, Oilers, let's get a look at the lineups.
Boom, here it is. Now raise your fist, get up on this. It's time to shine, get on your grind. You pick your line, it's smashing time. 4 cars, 1 dream on every team to go get them some crash for win. From east to west, who do it best? The CDL dog, no contest. Yeah.
Alright, here we go. Red Jaguar going to start things off against Blue Dragon 2. 5-0 Houston, just like that. Red Jaguar is out. Blue Dragon 2 now going out there against Darkwing. Darkwing staying up, but we'll switch sides here. Darkwing staying up yet again, being put on the defensive right now by Blue Dragon 2. Again, staying up is Darkwing. This time around, an interference will save both cars. Slight grazing interference, but enough to send both cars back to their own sides and give them another chance here. Score still 5-0. Ooh, still 5-0. Darkwing staying up, and this time an interference will save Blue Dragon 2. Darkwing the guilty party there for the interference call. And then another interference call, but both cars still up. This battle continuing. 5-0 Oilers. Almost 10-0 there, but Darkwing staying up yet again. Back to opposite sides here. Another good clean collision there. Both cars still going at it here. Lengthy game at hand here. Both these teams go at it. 10-0 now. Blue Dragon 2 has given Houston the lead. Now Buzz-Off out there trying to keep the Seattle Lumberjacks in this thing. And he's not going to be able to do it. Houston serving donuts for dinner today. They get the win over the Lumberjacks 15-0 the final. Coming up next, the New York Empire on the road to take on the Miami Mafia. The Pride Wars continue on CDL Live. Stay tuned. Alright, Toy Car Demo fans, welcome back to our July 22nd game day. We are moving along here. Next one on tap for you, the New York Empire on the road to take on the Miami Mafia. Should be a great game. Let's go on ahead and get a look at the lineups.
Boom, here it is. Now raise your fist, get up on this. It's time to shine, get on your grind. You pick your line, it's smashing time. 4 cars, 1 team on every team to go get them some crash go win. From east to west, who do it best? The CDL dog, no contest. Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Enzo 1 out there for the Empire and Monkey out there for Miami. Both teams starting the last game of their 2014 season. 5-0 Miami. Getting the flip there. Monkey gets it on Enzo 1 there, but he'll go down against Challenge right away. So 5-5 the score. Challenge and Neon now, and ooh, a lost wheel. And that is going to be on Neon. Neon loses a wheel in the last game of the season. It's held up all year until now. That is going to disqualify him from the game, but Challenge is also down, so we got a 10-10 match right now, still tied. Black Bullet 1 now out there, or my bad, Black Bullet 2 now out there, the second overall pick of the draft, as a matter of fact. Out there against Mach 6. Here we go. 2 good defensive cars going at it. Both cars still up. We'll do this again. Came close to interference, but both cars staying up and staying up yet again. Both these cars so evenly matched on the defensive end. And almost interference there, but there was none. But still, Mach 6. Good to stay up. And front end, a little jarred there. And that's going to end the game right there. Well, not end the game. My bad. It's going to give a 15-10 lead to New York. I'm jumping the gun there a little bit. We got a bunch of great games coming up later. Maybe that's why. Some big games, playoff contention-wise. But here we go. Uncle Sam. Interference called on him there. But he was still up. Both cars were. And that time interference saves Uncle Sam. Game continuing here. Still 15-10 score. Black Bullet 2 trying to make it the final score. Uncle Sam trying to force another game into overtime. Almost did right there. Both cars staying up, and this time, ooh, Uncle Sam staying up yet again. And this time, Uncle Sam is down off screen. Black Bullet 2 still up, and this one is over. 15-10 will be the final score. The New York Empire getting the win over the Miami Mafia here on the final regular season game day of the Car Demolition League's 2014 season. Their last game of the season, Miami's 2. Nonetheless, coming up next, Portland Panthers, New Orleans Gladiators, same situation. It's the same old situation. Anyway, yeah. Portland Panthers, New Orleans Gladiators, next on CDL Live. Stay tuned. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to CDL Live. Our next game on tap for you here, the Portland Panthers on the road taking on the New Orleans Gladiators. It's going to put us 1/3 of the way through the pro game day. Of course, our main event today is not a pro game. The Soldiers Cup Finals, actually, our main event here on the last game day of the 2014 regular season. Our next game here, Portland, New Orleans, Panthers, Gladiators. Let's get a look at the lineups. Last game of the season for both teams.
Boom, here it is. Now raise your fist, get up on this. It's time to shine, get on your grind. You pick your line, it's smashing time. 4 cars, 1 team on every team to go get them some crash go win. From east to west, who do it best? The CDL dog, no contest. Yeah.
Alright, here we go. Monty going to start things off against Golden Ram. So we get this thing started. Monty has a flip, 5-0 Portland. Out comes Menace. Menace and Monty now going at it. 2 veterans of the game. Locking horns, so interference there, but neither car down. Both cars still going at it. And this time, no interference. Monty has a good clean flip there. 10-0. Portland Panthers in the lead. Out comes Tigre. Interference called there. Tigre's got the defense, but he's up against the heavyweight here in Monty. And both cars are going to be down, and that means this one is over. 15-5, the final score. The Portland Panthers get the win over the New Orleans Gladiators. Coming up next, the Boston Vandals on the road to take on the Jacksonville Bangums to wrap up their 2014 season. Both teams wrapping it up next on CDL Live. Boston, Jacksonville, stay tuned. Alright, time to start off the second third of this pro game day. The last game day of the regular season. We got the Boston Vandals on the road to take on the Jacksonville Bangums. Both these teams put up a good fight in that playoff race, but of course coming up just short, and this will be the last game of their season. So, yep.
Bangums didn't make it?
No, they did not.
The Bangums?
The Bangums. No,
Man.
they did not.
I don't know what team finished first in the league.
Boom, here it is. Now raise your fist, get up on this. It's time to shine, get on your grind. You pick your line, it's smashing time. 4 cars, 1 dream on every team to go get them some craft rolling. From east to west, who do it best? The CDL dog, no contest. Yeah.
Alright, here we go. Purple Indy and Testarossa going to start things off here for this game. The last game of both these teams' 2014 season. Now I wonder how they look forward to the future now. They both thought they had something good going on as they came into this season. And maybe a little bit better than what they've had in years past, but just not enough. Jacksonville, though, has a 5-0 lead here in this game. Out comes Racer X now. Racer X for the Vandals. Battling it out with Testarossa here. And both cars still up, no interference. Switching sides, and that time there is an interference. It's going to save Testarossa. So back to their own sides, we do this again. And right back to the other sides, and Racer X has this game tied at 5. Out comes Zach for the Jacksonville Bangums, and Racer X surviving that one. 10-5 the score, Vandals in the lead. Black Speclight trying to tie this game up now. He's the defense of the Bangums, and he stepped up this season, but just not quite enough. Not quite enough for a playoff spot. So he goes head-to-head with Racer X, who also specializes in defense, but he does eventually go down there. And now, Bandit out there to take on Black Speclight. Score tied at 10. Both cars still up, going at it yet again. Good defensive match between these two cars. Ooh, Vendetta staying up yet again as he takes on Black Speclight here. Good battle underway here in this final game day of the 2014 season. Had quite a few good matchups, and Vendetta has a flip there. 15-10, Boston now in the lead. Yellow Ferrari out there for Jacksonville trying to force OT. Interference call. We'll go at it yet again. And this time good defense by Yellow Ferrari, but he does go down in the end. Vandetta getting it done today, and the Boston Vandals have a win.
Hi, Miku.
Last game day of the season, Boston with a 15-10 win over Jacksonville. Coming up next, the Milwaukee Mob on the road to take on the playoff-bound Nashville Nighthawks.
Something to forget.
On CDL Live, stay tuned. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to CDL Live. Our next game about to be underway. The Milwaukee Mob on the road to take on the Nashville Nighthawks. Interesting battle, but nonetheless, it's pretty cut and dry. The Milwaukee Mob, for them, it is the last game of their season for the Nashville Nighthawks. They will be going to the playoffs. Not quite sure who they're going to take on in the first round yet, but at the end of this game day, we will know for sure. That being said, let's go look at the lineups. Mob and Nighthawks.
Boom, here it is. Now raise your fist, get up on this. It's time to shine, get on your grind. You pick your 4 cars, 1 team on every team to go get them some crash bowling. From east to west, who do it best? The CDL dog, no contest. Yeah.
Alright, here we go. 80 bet out there to do battle with Orange Chevelle. Let's start this game off. No interference, both cars still up, going at it again. Orange Chevelle staying up, no interference, switching sides here. Offense versus Smash Mouth. Oh, my bad. Defense versus Smash Mouth, I should say. And defense getting the win.
Smash Mouth.
Well, it is Smash Mouth style there.
Smash.
Okay, shut up, Al. Toyota now out there against Orange Chevelle. 5-0 Nashville in the lead. And it's a 10-0 lead for Nashville now as Toyota goes down. Monty Jr. now out there to battle with Orange Chevelle. Interference call. So, Monty Jr. survives because of an interference. But he ain't going to survive that one. Orange Chevelle on a roll today. The Nighthawks get the win. 15-0 to cap off their regular season. And they look strong heading to the playoffs. Like I said, we'll find out who they're going to be going up against in the first round after the game. But nonetheless, coming up next, Brandon Blackwood's San Jose Storm on the road to take on the San Antonio Kings. This game going to put us roughly halfway through the game day, actually a little under. The next game put us halfway through. But San Jose Storm, San Antonio Kings next on CDL Live. Stay tuned. Alright, Toy Car Demo fans, welcome back to CDL Live. Our next game on tap here, the San Jose Storm, Brandon Blackwood squad. Got the playoff spot clinched. They are going to be the 4th seed in the Western Conference. Find out who they're going to be taking on the first round after all the games are done here today. They are on the road to take on the San Antonio Kings, who are going to be playing their last game of the 2014 season today. Looking for what would be a good way to cap things off, trying to get that win. As is Brandon Blackwood, trying to get over 100 points, right at that point right now with San Jose. But nonetheless, let's get a look at the lineup. San Jose Storm, San Antonio Kings.
Boom, here it is. Now raise your fist, get up on this. It's time to shine, get on your grind. You pick your line, it's smashing time. 4 cars, 1 team on every team to go get them some crash bowling. From east to west, who do it best? The CDL dog, no contest. Yeah.
Alright, here we go. Ratify going to start things off as he'll be going up against RPG. No interference, and RPG has a good flip there. 5-0 from San Antonio, and out comes 9-17. Battling RPG here, and that time there is an interference. Both cars would have been down. They'll go at it again. Both cars are down clean. 10-5 the score, Kings in the lead. 48 hours, now taking on Sweet 16. So the offensive Sweet 16 being put on the defensive right away, and 48 hours has a flip there. 10-10 the score. Motorblade Jr. now out there. He's a little bit better defensively than Sweet 16 is, but he goes down. 48 hours gives the Storm a 15-10 lead, now looking for the win. Blackjack out there trying to send this game into overtime. He's got some good offense, but the defense was not there for him today. This game is over. 15-10 the final. The San Jose Storm going into the playoffs, winning here today, so good warm-up for them. 15-10 the final. They beat the San Antonio Kings. Coming up next, I believe this is the halfway point game coming up. The Minnesota Maniacs home to take on the Bradford Brawlers. On CDL Live, stay tuned. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to CDL Live. Our next game on tap for you, the Bradford Brawlers on the road, going to be taking on the Minnesota Maniacs. The Brawlers, they get the win here today, they will take the 5th seed. If they don't win here today, Buffalo could pass them for the 5th seed and they would drop down in the 6th. Still undetermined how that's all going to work out. Depends on what Philly and Hartford do. Depends on what Buffalo does. And it depends on what Bradford here does. All that being said, let's go on and get a look at the lineups. Shane Giesers, Bradford Brawlers, and playing their last game of the year today, Garen Malazzo's Minnesota Maniacs.
Boom, here it is. Now raise your fist, get up on this. It's time to shine, get on your grind. You pick your line, it's smashing time. 4 cars, 1 dream on every team to go get them some crash bowling. From east to west, who do it best? The CDL dog, no contest. Yeah.
Alright, here we go. Last game of the Maniacs 2014 season, trying to make it big. Brawlers trying to warm up for the playoffs. It's whiteout. Going head-to-head with Diablo 2, and Diablo 2 has a 5-0 Minnesota. Out comes Green Indy now. He'll go down. 10-0 Minnesota in the lead. Spinebuster now out there for Bradford, taking on Diablo 2 and Spinebuster, keeping the Brawlers alive. Now taking on Green 7 here. Green 7 going for that game-winning flip. Spinebuster good on the defense right now, keeping Bradford in this thing. No interference. They are going to switch sides, keep going at it. Spinebuster still up cleanly, switching sides yet again. Green 7 and Spinebuster having a good battle here. Ooh, Spinebuster yet again staying up. This time there isn't interference. So, staying on their own sides here. They continue this fight here. Still a 10-5 game. Maniacs in the lead.
Fucker riding the pussy.
And this game is now tied at 10. Spinebuster now taking on Black Spinebuster. It is a 10-10 game. And both Spinebusters going at it right now here in this game. And it's going to be Black Spinebuster giving Minnesota the lead back. 15-10. But it's going to be Buzzsaw there tying this game up. Good flip on Black Spinebuster. We go into OT. And now Side Draft out there take on Buzzsaw. Score tied at 15. And Buzzsaw gets the game winning flip right there. And this one went the distance. The Brawlers getting the win in overtime, which makes one thing official. Alex Johnson's Puerto Rico players will be taking on the Buffalo Warriors in the first round of the playoffs. Yep, that makes it official. This game actually just made that official. Bradford will be the number 5 seed. They're going to be taking on whoever takes second place in the Northeast Division. It will either be the Philadelphia Demons or the Hartford Hornets. Nonetheless, they get the win here today, 20-15 to seal seed number 5. And coming up next on this game day, the Los Angeles Blades on the road to take on the Roswell Aliens. Alex Johnson just gave me a
What
smile.
happened to the Demons?
Huh?
LA versus the Demons.
No, it's Puerto Rico versus the Demons. But LA and Roswell next on CDL Live. Stay tuned.
Walker!
Alright folks, welcome back to CDL Live. Our next game on tap. Tale of two cities, or tale of two teams, however you want to call it. For the Blades, this is merely a warm-up game. They know that they are going to the playoffs as the number 1 seed. They have won the Cobb Award, Pacific Division champions yet again. For the home team here, Marissa Fox's Roswell Aliens, this is going to be the end of a season that just plain out went wrong. The Aliens will not be making the playoffs in 2014. They have been knocked out of the race for a couple of game days now. Here on the last game day, though, they take on their old rivals here. Alex Johnson and his Los Angeles Blades. Both these teams don't like each other. Should still be a fun one to watch. Blades, Aliens. Let's get a look at these lineups.
Boom, here it is. Now raise your fist, get up on this. It's time to shine, get on your grind. You pick your line, it's smashing time. 4 cars, 1 dream on every team to go get them some crash bowling. From east to west, who do it best? The CDL dog, no contest. Yeah.
All right, here we go. Far Future starting things off for the Blades, and F1 Racer starting things off for the Aliens, and the Aliens find themselves
MVP.
5-0 deficit right away for the Aliens as Spectite now comes out trying to save the day, and appearance call there. Far Future definitely could have his name in the hat for MVP, but he goes down there. Spectite taking him down. The veteran, good move. He definitely still has his hat in there. He's got enough flips to his credit. 1-1 is not a bad game, by the way. Relena coming out there now, battling out with Spectite. Should be a good match. Two good defensive cars going at it. Spectite looking to step up on this last game day. Definitely any of Melissa Fox's cars definitely playing for a job in 2015 right now. You certainly have to think as Relena and Spectite do battle right now. And this time Relena is down. 10-5 the score. Roswell in the lead. Pinkity Jr. gets the flip on Spectite. We are tied at 10. Out comes Dragonfly. Dragonfly goes down. No interference. Came down very close to it. To scratching post there, but did not touch. Modquad trying to force OT. Ooh, he stays up. Those switch sides here. There's a clean collision there. And this time Modquad is down, and is the only thing that Alex can say is Los Angeles Blades came close here. But they get the win here, 15-10 the final over the Roswell Aliens here in the season finale. They await to play either the Indianapolis Reapers or the New Mexico Monsters in the first round of the 2014 playoffs. Coming up next, the Gowanda Outlaws on the road against a team looking to clinch a playoff spot with a win, the Tampa Bay Gators, bringing Michael squad. Gowanda, Tampa Bay, next on CDL Live. Stay tuned.
3-0.
Welcome back to CDL Live, all you Toy Car Demo fans. Our next game, it is actually quite a very big one. We are about to determine possibly who the number one seed in the East, the Pittsburgh Destroyers, might play in the first round of the playoffs. If the Tampa Bay Gators, who are here home today, Brandon Blackblood's Gators, if they can get the win right here, right now, they can clinch the 8th seed in the East. In other words, they will clinch their playoff spot here in the last game day of the regular season. The Gowanda Outlaws on the road, their last game of the year. They would love to play spoiler right now. Gowanda Outlaws, Tampa Bay Gators. Let's get a look at the lineups.
Boom, here it is. Now raise your fist, get up on this. It's time to shine, get on your grind. You pick your line, it's smashing time. 4 cars, 1 dream on every team to go get them some crash for wins. From east to west, who do it best? The CDL dog, no contest. Yeah.
All right, here we go. Triple threat. Coming out there first to take on 47 Ronin. Game on 47 Ronin has a flip. 5-0 Tampa Bay. The Gators looking to control their own destiny. His Ambulance 2 now comes out. He's got the defense for the Outlaws. And that interference will save 47 Ronin there, who was off screen and down. But with the interference, they'll go at it again, and 47 Ronin staying up. And now, this time, 47 Ronin has the flip. The score now, 10-0 Alex. Please turn the volume down. 10-0 the score. Tampa Bay in the lead, looking for the win that would send them to the playoffs here. 47 Ronin just needs to tie with Lamborghini here to get that done. And that's exactly what he does. He ties with Lamborghini, and the Tampa Bay Gators have clinched a playoff spot in 2014. They win this game 15-5 against the Gowanda Outlaws, and the Green Bay Dragons, their efforts later on against Denver will all be in vain. Tampa Bay with the win, 15-5 the final score. They will meet up against the Pittsburgh Destroyers in the first round of the 2014 playoffs. Coming up next, though, the San Diego Lightning on the road to take on the Phoenix Firebirds. These two teams have been rivals since '97 when the league got started. It's going to be fun to see them play against each other next on CDL Live. Stay tuned.
People, tell Jim he needs to chill before he goes out and gets some nasty chicks.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to CDL Live. Our next game on tap. Quite the big one here. The Phoenix Firebirds home to take on the San Diego Lightning. Both these teams will be in the playoffs, and as a matter of fact, they could both be meeting up in the first round rather. As of right now, coming into this game day, San Diego sat in 6th. And if San Diego gets the win here right now, and San Francisco perhaps takes a loss later on, well, if San Diego gets a win right now, and maybe San Francisco gets a win later on, not a loss, but a win later on, San Diego will meet up with Phoenix in the first round of the playoffs. So this could definitely be a preview. If they started today without this game day, if the playoffs started, they would meet in the playoffs. So the San Diego Lightning and the Phoenix Firebirds should be fun to watch. Let's get a look at the lineups.
Boom, here it is. Now raise your fist, get up on this. It's time to shine, get on your grind. You pick your line, it's smashing time. 4 cars, 1 dream on every team to go get them some crash for win. From east to west, who do it best? The CDL dog, no contest. Yeah.
Alright, here we go. Dirty Snow going to start things off for the San Diego Lightning, taking on Mika, the rookie for Phoenix, and it's a 5-0 game. Dirty Snow has the flip for San Diego. Lightning now, the Lightning had the lead now. Green Arrow trying to change it. He ties the game up. Takes Dirty Snow down, and we got a 5-5 game. 7 series now out there for San Diego, and he'll give the Lightning the lead right back. 10-5 the score. Now he takes on Bully Goat. And Bully Goat taking down 7 series. We got a 10-10 game.
Excuse me.
No problem now. This game going back and forth, and now the 2 best defensive cars of each team on the field. 24 hours and Bully Goat going at it here.
Let's go, Bully Goat. Oh, you suck.
And Bully Goat goes down here. 24 hours getting the flip. 15-10 Lightning in the lead. 40 now out there for the Firebirds, trying to send this game into overtime. Not going to happen. And it's going to be 24 hours sending a message to the Phoenix Firebirds saying, hey, you might have home field advantage like you did today, but we can still beat you. So good win for the San Diego Lightning. A sign of things to come. Perhaps.
They play Phoenix in the playoffs?
Could play in the first round if San Francisco wins their game later on.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, that big of a deal, so possible preview. You just never know. 15-10 the final. Lightning defeat the Firebirds in another installment of their historical rivalry that goes all the way back to 97 and 98 when they met up in the first Western Conference Final. Coming up next, the Pittsburgh Destroyers on the road to take on the Chicago Wind Attack. It's next on CDL Live. Stay tuned. Alright folks, welcome back to CDL Live, and our next game could possibly be a Crash Bowl 18 preview. Pittsburgh Destroyers on the road to take on the Chicago Wind Attack. Of course, Alex Johnson will have something to say about that. I definitely would believe so. His Blades, the number 1 seed, but Chicago, the number 2 seed in the West. Pittsburgh, the number 1 seed in the East. Pittsburgh actually knows they'll be taking on the Tampa Bay Gators in the first round. The Chicago Wind Attack, it has been secure now. They will be facing the Nashville Nighthawks in the first round. Division rivals going head to head. Yes. Cannot wait for that one. But nonetheless, they both look to get a warm-up game in here against each other, and they both look to win it. Pittsburgh Destroyers, Gregory Fox's team. Jim Hull Sr.'s Chicago Wind Attack. Let's get a look at the lineups.
Boom, here it is. Now raise your fist, get up on this. It's time to shine, get on your grind. You pick your line, it's smashing time. 4 cars, them some crack bowling from east to west. Who do it best? The CDL dog, no contest. Yeah.
There we go, Yellow Custom out there to start things off against Monkey Ball. Game on. Both cars still up after the first collision and after the second. Get a matchup between two offensive cars who are both still up, showing some defensive aspects of the game right now. And an interference call there. Both cars, keep in mind, we're still up anyway. So we'll continue to battle it out here. Game continuing. Both cars still up yet again, and this battle will finally come to an end between these two. 5-0 Chicago takes the lead. Monkey Ball getting the flip, and now we'll take on what Junior. And both cars are going to be down there. Monkey Ball holding what Junior up that time, making sure he couldn't go back on all four wheels. So the score now 10-5 Chicago. Out comes Highlight, the battle with Green Blaze. And came very close to interference, but there was none to be made. Final score 15-5. The Chicago Wind Attack win dominantly over the Pittsburgh Destroyers. Just think of the things this team can do come playoff time. Actually, overall, they did take second place in the league this season, behind only Alex Johnson's Los Angeles Blaze. I had to make him smirk over there. Coming up next, Tim Giesser hits the field for the first time today. Is Hartford Homies looking to clinch the Northeast Division on the road to do it against the Carolina Wildcats, who are looking just to get a win in general and hit the 10-win mark this season. 10 is the goal. They're looking to hit that 10-win mark. We'll see if they can do it. Homies, Wildcats
I had that in
next.
the first 12 games.
Homies, Wildcats next on CDL. Stay tuned. Alright, CDL fans, it is time for our next game to take place. The Hartford Homies on the road to take on the Carolina Wildcats. The Wildcats know that they won't have the first pick of the draft next year, even though they're last place in the league. They traded it away to get Patriot. They didn't know they were going to end up as the worst overall record in the league, but that is pretty much what's ended up happening. Well, I think they actually still have a chance to pass Detroit. Detroit's only 3 points ahead of them. I don't know. I have to look at the tiebreaker. Needless to say, Carolina trying to get their 10th win of the season here on this final game day. The Hartford Homies here on the road. They are looking for a Northeast Division title. They can get it with a win. That's right. I believe a tie would actually still be up for grabs. Philadelphia playing on the road against the Puerto Rico Players in just a little bit. And it might come down to that. But nonetheless, Homies heavily favored here, looking to get that win, looking to get a Northeast Division title. It would be their third division title in the last 4 years. Whereas the Wildcats, they are just looking for their 10th win of the year. Simple story. Let's get a look at the lineups.
Boom, here it is. Now raise your fist, get up on this. It's time to shine, get on your grind. You pick your line, it's smashing time. 4 cars, 1 team on every team to go get them some crack bowling from east to west. Who do it best? The CDL dog, no contest. Yeah.
Alright, 2 evenly matched cars to start this game off. 46 Junior out there to take on Mellow 51. Mellow 51 sent back flying, but still up. And this time Mellow 51 has a flip. 5-0 Carolina. Out comes Indy 5. And Indy 5 is doing what he does best, getting flips. So the score now tied at 5, and now both Indy 5 and Patriot are down. We are tied at 10. So now Hammer taking on Rocket Oil. Classic style of matchup. Both these cars, hardened veterans, and Rocket Oil has a flip. Carolina, 1 flip away from their 10th win of the season. Silver and Black Attack Jr. trying to force overtime, and he does. Silver and Black Attack Jr. will force OT. Rocket Oil goes down. The score tied at 15. Now in overtime. Silver and Black Attack Jr. for the Northeast Division title. Out there taking on Mustang 1. And both cars still up, but an interference called. We'll go back to their own side. We'll do this again. Both cars still up, going at it yet again. And this one ends in a tie. 15-15, the final between the Hartford homies and the Carolina Wildcats. I'll have the information if the homies have clinched the division with a tie. Now they got a 3-point lead on the Philadelphia Demons, but do they have the advantage in the win department? I'll find out that answer and come back to you on it right before our next game starts. That next game, by the way, a meaningless one now. Two teams now playing for pride. Tampa Bay clinched the playoff spot. The Green Bay Dragons will play this game for pride on the road to take on the Denver Mustangs. And how close have the Dragons come this year? With a win, they can tie Tampa Bay in points, but not in the win column. So that's the situation they face. Nonetheless, Dragons, Mustangs next. Stay tuned. Alright, Toy Car Demo fans, welcome back to CDL Live. Our next game, last game of the season for both teams. The Green Bay Dragons, their fate has been sealed. Tampa Bay held their fate in their hands, and they put it to good use. They got the win, clinched the playoff spot, taking it away from the Green Bay Dragons, who now have no chance of making the playoffs. Denver Mustangs have been in that boat for quite a while. Here on the home side of the field, looking for a win in the final game day. Both teams really are. Let's see who can get it. Green Bay Dragons, Denver Mustangs. Let's go look at the lineups.
Boom, here it is. Now raise your fist, get up on this. It's time to shine, get on your grind. You pick your line, it's smashing time. 4 cars, 1 dream on every team to go get them some crash full wins. From east to west, who do it best? The CDL dog, no contest. Yeah.
Okay, here we go. We play the what if game. What if Tampa Bay had taken a loss or something like that, you know? So the one out there to take on 5 Alarm, game starts. 5 Alarm good with the defense and not going to be good enough. Almost an interference there, but 5 Alarm has the flip. The one I was meaning had the defense at the start, but 5 Alarm better on the defense. And that time there was an interference, a slight one. Both cars still up anyways. And Shell taking on 5 Alarm here, no interference. And that time a bad roll. We'll go back to their own sides. Shell and 5 Alarm. 5-0 Denver in the lead. And this time Shell is down. No interference, came very close.
Shell.
He goes down. Now Toy Soldier out there. He's the defense of this Dragons
Denver
squad.
and who?
Green Bay. Gotta keep in mind, with a loss earlier, Green Bay would still be in, with the Tampa Bay loss earlier, Green Bay would still have a chance to make the playoffs. And as a fact, they got hope in this game right now. They're down 10-5. Toy Soldier in the comeback here, possibly. He has tied the game up at 10. And Toy Soldier, he has put up some pretty good numbers later half of the season. Keep in mind, Green Bay was sitting 17th in the conference. They will finish in 9th. As that one came close to interference. Both cars still up anyway. Teardrop and Toy Soldier, 2 good defensive cars going head-to-head, and Teardrop has the flip. So now, Yellow FXX trying to force overtime against Teardrop. And almost did there. Teardrop staying up. Another good defensive car on Denver's line. Another interference there. That one's going to save Yellow FXX. Game continues here. And Yellow FXX will force OT. Now takes on Red Ferrari 2 in OT, or I should say Red Ferrari Jr. in OT. And in overtime, Green Bay will only get a point out of this game, so they would have needed a Tampa Bay loss to make it. Of course, Tampa Bay won, and the Denver Mustangs have won in overtime, 20-15 the final. Last game of the season for both teams, but what an epic battle they had to end it. Coming up next, the Buffalo Warriors on the road to take on the Washington Patriots, only on CDL Live. Stay tuned. Welcome back, CDL fans, to our next game here on CDL Live. Toy Car Demolition Derby at its finest. Last game day of the regular season, the Buffalo Warriors. They know that they are going to be the number 6 seed going to these 2014 playoffs. They will take on Puerto Rico in the first round. They wanted a little taste of that Southeast Division. They got some perfect practice for themselves here today. They take on the Washington Patriots, who are going to be the number 7 seed. Undetermined who they'll play in the first round, though. The Hartford Homies, as of right now. But the Demons win in their game against Puerto Rico, then the Demons will be that 2nd seed. So Hartford or Philadelphia are going to be Washington's first round opponents. Nonetheless, this should be a great game right here, right now, as the 6th place team in the East at the moment takes on the 7th place team in the East. Even matchup. Buffalo Warriors, Washington Patriots. Let's get a look at the lineups.
Boom, here it is. Now raise your fist, get up on this. It's time to shine, get on your grind. You pick your line, it's smashing time. 4 cars, 1 dream on every team to go get them some crash go win. From east to west, who do it best? The CDL dog, no contest. Yeah.
Alright, here we go. Pioneer going to start things off for Buffalo out there against Landlord. 2 rookies going at it, no interference, came very close, so go back at it again. And Pioneer's down. Landlord gets the flip, gets a good flip there, now taking on Tyrell. And not easy to get past Tyrell in that one. Very close to interference, but it was on. So judge the distance there. Both cars were still up, and this time Tyrell does score the interference, keep himself up. One of the lowest cars in the league. Taking on definitely one of the lowest rookies in the league here as far as that front end goes. But Landlord is taken down by Tyrell there. Off screen, but he is down 5-5. The score, Buffalo is tied it. Blue 5-12 now out there, and he'll take Tyrell down. 10-5, Washington in the lead. Looking for the win here. What out there? He'll tie this game out. Takes down Blue 5-12. We are tied at 10, and out comes Cockroach now. That interference call. Cockroach goes flying off a chair leg. We'll go at it again. No interference. Switching sides, and this time interference off of Al's leg. So, we'll keep going at it here. And this time, both cars still up. No interference. Still got a 10-10 game. Patriots and Warriors having a good battle, and Cockroach gets the flip there. What goes down? 15-10, Patriots in the lead. Looking for the win here is Cockroach. He takes on Blue Dragon. Cockroach's defensive ability, uncanny, but he goes down there. This game goes into overtime. 15-15 the score. Black Phantom out there for the Washington Patriots. Blue Dragon out there for the Buffalo Warriors. Overtime. And it's over just like that. Black Phantom down, and the Buffalo Warriors will win this game. Little comeback right there. 20-15 the final in OT. Buffalo defeats Washington. Coming up next, the Dayton Rebels. They know their season's over, but they would love to play spoiler. They are on the road to take on the Indianapolis Reapers. The Reapers know that they'll tie or a win, they can clinch a playoff spot. So, big game in that manner speaking, but of course they'll have the Blades waiting for them in the first round. But nonetheless, Rebels, Reapers next on CDL Live. Stay tuned. Alright folks, welcome back to CDL Live. Only 3 pro games left before our main event, which will be the 2014 Soldiers Cup Final. But of course, 3 pro games go first. The next one, a big one. The Dayton Rebels on the road, their last game of the season. They will not make the playoffs. They are playing for pride, but they are trying to play spoiler up against these Indianapolis Reapers. The Reapers currently in 8th place, got that 2-point lead. They got that 2-point lead on New Mexico right now for the 8th seed in the Western Conference. With a tie or a win, the Reapers can clinch the 8th seed, and they will make their way to the playoffs to take on the LA Blades in the first round. That's what's on the line for them, a playoff spot. The Reapers have never made the playoffs. Even when they were back in Richmond, I still don't think they ever made it. Actually, 1 year. I think, was it their first year? I think their first year, and they actually made it in 2005, but not since. But nonetheless, they have not made it in a long time. They used to be the Richmond Reapers. Well, now that's a D-League team, but nonetheless, ever since moving to Indianapolis, they have not made the playoffs. They were not a good team in Richmond for most of the time there, but they've done pretty well here. I think I've said enough. Reapers needing the tie or better to make the playoffs here in this game. The Dayton Rebels looking to play spoiler. Enough said. Let's get a look at these lineups.
Boom, here it is. Now raise your fist, get up on this. It's time to shine, get on your grind. You pick your line, it's smashing time. 4 cars, 1 dream on every team to go get them some crash gold wins. From east to west, who do it best? The CDL dog, no contest. Yeah.
Here we go. 76 going to start things off. Black Testarossa game on. Both cars down. We got a 5-5 match. Windshield coming out of Black Testarossa there. Nonetheless, Zapper out there for the Dayton Rebels and Blue Indy out there for the Indianapolis Reapers. Reapers on home turf trying to clinch a playoff spot, and they are 1 foot away from doing it. Zapper goes down, and out comes Toe for the Dayton Rebels. And Toe goes down. That means it is over right there. On home field, the Reapers have clinched a playoff spot. Their first playoff spot clinched ever since moving to Indianapolis. And possibly franchise history, if I remember right. I wish I kept more accurate history. But nonetheless, I do have some accurate history. I can actually show you the 99, or not the 99, the 2000 standings, as a matter of fact. If you wanted to see him, show a picture, Jimbo. Okay, yeah, those 2000 standings. Nonetheless, the Indianapolis Reapers clinch a playoff spot. They clinch the 8th seed. Going to be a heartbreaking game to play for New Mexico later. They knew coming into this game day they would have a shot, possibly. But Indianapolis takes their fate into their own hands. They will meet the Los Angeles Blades in the first round of the 2014 playoffs. Coming up next, the Philadelphia Demons on the road looking to clinch the Northeast Division title. They have to do it against Alex Johnson's Puerto Rico Players. Tim Giesser's Demons, Alex Johnson's Players. It's the Eastern Conference Finals rematch from last year. Demons Players next. Stay tuned. Alright, Toy Car Demo fans, welcome back to CDL Live. What we have on tap now should be an epic one. The Philadelphia Demons, defending world champs, on the road to take on the Puerto Rico Players, Tim Giesser's Demons, Alex Johnson's Players. It's a rematch of the 2013 Eastern Conference Finals. Could be that way again in 2014. 2 good teams going at it. This one will be fun to watch, and it's not like there's nothing on the line here. It's not like this is just a playoff warm-up game. The Demons, with a win and only a win, they can clinch that Northeast Division and the number 2 seed. They get a tie or worse, they will go to the Hartford Homies, and the Demons will be the 4 seed. All this being said, Puerto Rico, this is a warm-up match for them, as they'll be taking on the Buffalo Warriors in the first round. So you want to get a taste of the Northeast Division? Well, there it is in the Philadelphia Demons, who are trying to win the thing. Demons, Players. Let's get a look at these lineups.
Boom, here it is. Now raise your fist, get up on this. It's time to shine, get on your grind. You pick your line, it's smashing time. 4 cars, 1 dream on every team to go get them some crash gold wins. From east to west, who do it best? The CDL dog, no contest. Yeah.
Alright, here we go. The Demons coming out first with Silver Molina. Out there to take on Black Lane. 2 identical model cars going at it. Of course, you can see who's been in the lead longer. Has to be Silver Molina, and he has the flip there. So the veteran taking down Black Lane there. 5-0 Philadelphia. Out comes Who. Who battling with Silver Molina, and this time an interference is going to save Who there. They'll go at it again. No interference that time. Ooh, but somehow Silver Molina staying up. They switch sides here. Switch sides yet again. And it's 10-0 Philadelphia in the lead.
There's a little mouse that runs out and pushes the cars down that you don't see.
Really?
Yeah.
I have never caught him on tape.
It's like Speedy Gonzalez off when it's a little fast, quick Mexican mouse.
Didn't catch that damn thing. I don't know.
Put tape on the car. Reverse tape.
Black Lena out there.
Or
not Black Lena. Black Star out there. He goes down, but so does Silver Molina. But nonetheless, game over. The Philadelphia Demons get the 15-5 win, and they
first place in the league, Philly. Yeah.
They're not first place in the league. No, they are not. And I guess that could be revenge on you for LA beating Philly earlier. But nonetheless, the Demons are the 2014 Northeast Division champions. With that win, they will take on the Washington Patriots in the first round of the playoffs. The Hartford Homies will fall in the fourth. They take on the Bradford Brawlers in the first round of the playoffs. So now you know that story there. Coming up next, the San Francisco Shinobis on the road to take on the New Mexico Monsters on CDL Live. Our last pro game of the night, by the way. So stay tuned. Well, folks, welcome back to CDL Live. The playoff picture in the East is set. First round, number 1 seed Pittsburgh versus number 8 seed Tampa Bay. 2 seed Philadelphia versus 7 seed Washington. 3 seeded Puerto Rico taking on 6 seeded Buffalo. And 4 seeded Hartford taking on 5th seeded Bradford. In the first round, the West a little unsure still. We know for a fact number 1 seed Los Angeles versus number 8 seed Indianapolis. We know number 2 seeded Chicago in a divisional battle against number 7 seeded Nashville Nighthawks. The only thing we don't know is the 3-6 matchup, what it's going to be, and the 4-5 matchup, what it's going to be, but we are about to find out. The San Francisco Shinobis slipped down into 6th seed right now because the San Diego's win. The 6th seed gets to play number 3 seeded Phoenix, of course. The 5 seed takes on number 4 seed San Jose. The question, kind of who would you rather play, and you see, when we get a look up, you see San Francisco did not really send their best lineup here, so to speak. Maybe they kind of want that 6th seed. They are on the road to take on the New Mexico Monsters. Playing for pride now. They weren't at the start of this game, though. Indianapolis win earlier on knocks the Monsters out of the playoff hunt, so they will not be going to the playoffs in 2014. High hopes for them next year, though. They definitely gave a good effort here in this season. That being said, let's get a look at the lines. The last pro game of the regular season about to be underway. New Mexico Monsters home against the San Francisco Shinobis. Let's get a look at the lineups.
Boom, here it is. Now raise your fist, get up on this. It's time to shine, get on your grind. You pick your line, it's smashing time. 4 cars, 1 dream on every team to go get them some crash for wins. From east to west, who do it best? The CDL dog, no contest. Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Mach 5-2 starting things off for the Shinobis. Futurama out there for the New Mexico Monsters. 2 good defensive cars. Interference called there. Go back to their own sides. Keep doing this thing. Still a scoreless game. And another interference there. Both these teams go at it. And Mach 5-2 is down. 5-0 New Mexico. Out comes Black 3. Black 3 staying up, no interference there. Close, both cars were still up anyways. But Futurama makes it 10-0 New Mexico. And the what would have game being played now. But Spectite Jr. now out there, and he'll keep the Shinobis in this game. Maybe there is some effort out of San Francisco here. Dragon now out there for the New Mexico Monsters. Trying to get the win, but look at this. It's going to be Spectite Jr. tying this game up at 10. A comeback in the works, perhaps, as now he takes on Synchro, and Synchro's down 15-10 San Francisco. a huge comeback, going for 4-0 possibly. Maybe he wants to play San Francisco in the first round, but he goes or play San Jose in the first round, but he goes down there. And this game now goes into overtime. And look at this, Black Bullet 1 waiting for 23 here, who forced OT, and just like that, the Shinobis get the win, and they are the 5th seed. The San Francisco Shinobis will take on the San Jose Storm in the first round, which is, by the way, a divisional rivalry. And the San Diego Lightning will be taking on the Phoenix Firebirds in the first round, which used to be a divisional rivalry, isn't divisional anymore, but still a rivalry. So we get a bunch of rivalries in the first round of the 2014 playoffs. 20-15 the final in overtime. The San Francisco Shinobis defeat the New Mexico Monsters. Coming up next, the 2014 Soldiers Cup Finals. Only on CDL Live. Stay tuned. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the time has finally come. If you have not figured it out, it is time for the 2014 Soldiers Cup Finals. Fictionally being held in Toronto, Canada, due to Toronto winning the thing last year. But we're about to determine where this game is going to take place in 2015 right now. And we are going to determine who is the Development League champions of 2014. The Syracuse Scorpions, Gregory Fox's team, the farm team associate of the Pittsburgh Destroyers and Buffalo Warriors. They have the road side of the field for this one against Alex Johnson's Wilkes Barre Scranton Bulls. They are the home side of the field today. They are the farm team of the Los Angeles Blades and the Puerto Rico Playas. Alex Johnson, dominant in both leagues. D-League was no different. 24-2 regular season record. Going to be an interesting game here to see what turns out. This is on the line, the Soldiers Cup. So let's go on ahead and give you a look at the lineups. Starting out first for the Syracuse Scorpions, WA17, followed by Zebra, Blue BMW at the captain spot, and at 5-point gainer, it's going to be Patrol. To the home side of the field, Wilkes Barre Scranton Bulls send out Blue Stars. Lead the way, following after him will be Indy 5 Junior. Red Spectite takes the captain spot, and at 5-point gainer, Dragon Junior. Back behind their pit lines, both teams will go, and this one's about to be underway. A couple of Crash Bowl appearances on that Wilkes Barre spot. Red Spectite, Irish back and Dragon Junior. But nonetheless, WA17 and Blue Star going to start this game first. Both cars still up. They'll go at it again. Both cars still up yet again. And this time, Blue Star is down. 5-0 the score. Syracuse in the lead. Out comes the Indy 5 Junior. WA17 playing very well right now. Good defensively. Still coming, staying up. And hard time getting under them right now. And it's going to be 10-0 Syracuse in the lead. It all comes down to Red Spectite. And Red Spectite keeps the Wilkes Barre Scranton Bulls alive. Out comes Zebra to battle with Red Spectite. And Red Spectite has tied this game up at 10. Going for 4-0 and the Soldiers Cup win. Blue BMW, he's a heavyweight staying in his way. Both these cars with pro experience. Could not get any closer. Ooh, Blue BMW, good defense shown there. Ooh, good defense staying up there by Red Spectite. And this time both cars are down.
Oh, just about to call time out. I see these top.
Hey,
So the score,
let's go.
the score, 15-15, the Soldiers Cup Finals of 2014 will be decided in overtime. It's Patrol out there for the Syracuse Scorpions. Dragon Jr. out there. Huh? Dragon Jr. out there for the Wilkes Barre Scranton Bulls. Alex Johnson in attendance for this one. Soldiers Cup on the line right here. And it's going to be Patrol getting the flip on Dragon Jr. And the Syracuse Scorpions are your 2014 Soldiers Cup champions. Gregory Fox taking home this. He doesn't even know it. But he has just won the Soldiers Cup. The Syracuse Scorpions, your D-League champions in 2014.
Yeah.
And Wilkes Barre Scranton, very close this year, a very upsetting loss in the final. Alex Johnson upset about this one, but his Blades, the number 1 seed, gotta hold some high hope for them right now, as far as Alex Johnson's
We're all
concerned.
free agents next year.
Alex making announcements early, but nonetheless, the 2014 Soldiers Cup champions, the Syracuse Scorpions. All that being said, we are done here now on CDL Live. The last regular season game day has taken place, and what else can be said? We'll see you when the playoffs come around on the 27th of July. Game 1, it's the pro playoffs. And the quest for the Crash Bowl will commence next time on CDL Live. Stay tuned. Well, hi guys, stay tuned. The show's over. Till next time, peace. Playoffs. You're not going to want to miss it.
Boom, here it is. Now raise your fist, get up on this. It's time to shine, get on your grind. You pick your line, it's smashing time. 4 cars, 1 dream on every team to go get them some crash bowl wins. From east to west, who do it best? The CDL dog, no contest. Yeah. Boom, here it is. Now raise your fist, get up on this. It's time to shine, get on your grind. You pick your line, it's smashing time. 4 cars, 1 dream on every team to go get them some crash bowl wins. From east to west, who do it best? The CDL dog, no contest. Yeah.